This is Kara from Petals and Poses. Enjoy your practice. Hey yogis, I just recorded that practice without realizing that my head was cut off while standing up straight. So I thought about it. I'm going ahead and releasing it. I'm sorry about my head being cut off, but a lot of this practice takes place, in a forward fold or down on the mat. So I hope you can ignore my camera angle. I promise that won't happen again, but honestly, I'm still figuring out all this technology stuff. It's a lot harder than I expected. Anyways, enjoy the practice and don't mind the head cutting off parts. Okay. Start in a comfortable seated position, resting the backs of your hands on your knees, sitting up tall, and close your eyes. Take some time to clear your mind and become present on your mat, letting go of all the random thoughts running through your head. And when you've come to a place of calm and quiet, focus in on your breath. Long inhales through the nose and equal length exhales out the nose. Fill up the space in your belly, and on your exhale, release everything. This is the breath to carry you through class today. If you ever find yourself short on this breath, or your mind begins to wander, just come back to it. Maybe grow taller with every inhale and root down with every exhale. And take one more big inhale and one exhale. Draw your hands to heart center. Start to flutter your eyelids open. And place your palms on your knees. On an inhale, drop your chin to your chest very gently. And then through center and look up. And back through center, drop to the right side, through center again, and then to the left side. And back in center, roll your shoulders up and back, lifting your shoulders on an inhale and releasing them down on an exhale. And then reverse directions. Nice big shoulder rolls. And roll to all fours, coming to your tabletop, wrists right under your shoulders, knees right under your hips. Spread your fingers and draw your navel to your spine. Take an inhale to cow, drop the belly, open the heart. And exhale, round to cat spine, drawing the belly up and in. Inhale through to cow, spread your collarbones. And exhale, round into cat. Inhale to cow, use your full inhale. And exhale to cat spine. Again, inhale vertebrae by vertebrae to cow. And exhale, really round it into your cat spine. Inhale one more time to cow. And exhale to cat. Come back to neutral, curl your toes under, and come to beast posture. So just lift your kneecaps a few inches off the mat. Your hips are in line with your shoulders, firing up that belly. Draw your navel in, breathe. Press your hands down into the mat. Inhale and downward dog. Exhale. Find some movement in your first down dog, pedaling through the feet, taking some bends in the knees, gentle shake yes and no with the head. Make sure your neck is nice and relaxed. Retract your shoulders away from your ears. Belly draws in and your breath continues. Inhale, rise to your toes. Exhale, press your heels. Inhale, rise. Exhale, press. Again, inhale, rise. And exhale, press. Rise to your toes, inhale, look forward and take tiny little footsteps. You want to pick the foot up and step it forward as long as you possibly can, and then step into a ragdoll fold. Grab opposite elbows. You can take some good bends in the knees, sway, play around with the weight in your feet, and relax here. And release your hands. Take an inhale, halfway lift, long flat back. Exhale, fold. Bend the knees, roll up slowly to standing. Head is the last thing to arrive. Standing in your Tadasana, step to the top of your mat if you're not already there. Root down through your feet. Feel the energy through the crown of the head. Inhale to upward salute. Arms come up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step to high plank. You always have the option to lower the knees here. We're going to hold it for a few breaths. Again, hips in line with shoulders. Lift your kneecaps to engage your quads. One more inhale. Exhale, lower down slowly. Hug your elbows in and come to your belly. Inhale, little cobra. Exhale, release. Do that again. Inhale, little cobra from the low back. Exhale, release. Last one, inhale, cobra. Maybe lift your hands off the mat and release. Curl your toes under, press through the knees, downward facing dog. Reset with your breath. Feel free to find some movement and then come into stillness. On an inhale, rise to your toes, look forward and step up, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Reverse swan dive. Come up with a long flat back. Big inhale all the way up and forward fold. Exhale. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step to your plank. Take one big inhale right here. Exhale, chaturanga, halfway or to the belly, coming through cobra or up dog on the inhale. And exhale, downward dog. Pull the navel in, shoulder blades up and back towards the hips. On an inhale, rise to your toes, look forward. Exhale, step or hop, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Reverse swan dive again. Big inhale, look up, reach up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step or jump, chaturanga. Take a vinyasa, coming through upward dog or cobra. And exhale, downward dog. Deep, full breaths, always reconnecting here. On an inhale, rise to your toes, look forward. Exhale, step or hop, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Reverse swan dive, big inhale all the way up. And sit back in chair. Bend the knees, drop the hips. Your weight is in the heels. Draw the low abs in. Slight tuck of the tailbone to take out the crunching in the low back. Shoulders melt down. See if you can find your deepest expression here and breathe. Take a forward fold on an exhale. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step or jump, chaturanga. Take your vinyasa and meet in down dog. Lift your right leg up to three-legged dog. Flex the foot. Inhale here. And exhale, draw your right knee to your right elbow. Inhale, right leg back up. Exhale, forward and through, low lunge. Back heel stays lifted. Inhale, open your heart. Exhale, round your forehead to your knee. Inhale, open. Exhale, round. Inhale, open. Exhale, round it in. Come back to neutral. Inhale, rise to crescent lunge. Find your balance. Maybe take a little bounce. Stack your shoulders over your hips. High on those back toes. 90-degree bend in that front knee. And breathe. Now hinge from the hips and come to airplane lunge. So holding your legs there, long spine, hands come back into airplane arms. Breathe, use your core. And change. Inhale, rise to crescent. Draw your hands to heart center, exhale. Hinge on an inhale, exhale, prayer twist. So left elbow hooks to the right knee. Press your palms together. Twisting from the core. Let your neck go to where's comfortable. And change. Inhale to crescent. Exhale, plant your hands, step back, chaturanga. Option to hover that leg. And meet back in down dog. Lift your left leg up, three-legged dog. Flex the foot, level the hips. Take an inhale right here. And exhale, knee to left elbow. Try to touch it. Inhale, left leg back up. Exhale, forward and through, low lunge. Inhale, open your heart. Exhale, round, forehead to knee. Inhale, open. Exhale, round. Inhale, open. Exhale, round it in. Rise on an inhale to your crescent lunge. Finding your balance. Melt the shoulders down, draw the navel in, and breathe. Coming to that airplane lunge, hinge, long spine, hands reach back. Squeeze the inner thighs towards the midline. And change. Rise back to crescent and draw your hands to your heart center. Hinge on the inhale and twist on the exhale. Hooking your right elbow to your left knee. Press your palms together. Pull the belly in, twist from the core. Keep your breath going. And change. Inhale to crescent. Exhale, plant the hands, step back. Chaturanga, squeeze your elbows in. And meet in down dog on the exhale. Reconnect with your breath. And now you're going to take your left hand to your right ankle and look under your right shoulder for a twist in your down dog. And change. Right hand to the outside of the left ankle. Twist. And change. Back through down dog. Rise to your toes. Inhale. Exhale. Step or jump. Forward fold. Inhale. Halfway lift. Exhale. Fold. Bend the knees. Drop the hips. On an inhale, come to chair pose. Sit it back. Weight in the heels. Long spine. Relax your shoulders. And rise. Inhale. Tadasana. Exhale. Step to the center of your mat. We'll use the long ways to come into our warrior series. Step your feet about 3 feet apart. Toes face forward. Open your arms. Take a big inhale into the heart and forward fold. And in this first one, you can find some movement. Make sure you're nice and even between your hips. And then find some stillness. Draw the weight more towards the balls of the feet so you're not sinking into your heels. Still have space from the shoulders to the ears. Take an inhale, halfway lift. Hands to hips, rise, exhale. And turn your right toes out. We'll come to warrior two. You want your right heel in line with your left arch. And then take a 90-degree bend in your right knee. Then you want to open your right knee so you can see your big toe, your second toe, arms out at shoulder height. Activate your left leg. And on an inhale, flip the right palm. Reverse your warrior, exhale. Looking up to the hand if that feels okay on the neck. Make sure your left hand is nice and light on the back leg. You're using your core here to stay lifted. And change. Inhale, warrior two. Reach towards the right and come into extended side angle. You can place your forearm on the thigh or reach down. Left arm reaches up and past the ear. Spinning your left lung towards the ceiling. Still opening that right knee, firing up the inner thigh. And look down for balance. Inhale, rise through warrior two. And extend the right leg. Heel toe that left foot in a couple paces. Same alignment for triangle. Bump your hips to the left and reach to the right and tilt into triangle. If your hand doesn't reach the mat, it could also come to a block. It could come to your leg. Left hand is up over the shoulder. Shoulders are aiming to stack here. Again, take your gaze where it's comfortable on your neck. Look down for balance. Take your left hand to your hip. Take your right hand towards the right corner of your mat and gently launch yourself into balancing half moon. Open your gaze to the side when you feel comfortable in your balance. That right hand could also be on a block here. Trying to get that left ankle in line with the hip. Just working towards that. And now look down, plant your left fingertips, square off and kick your left leg for standing splits. So it's a forward fold. You walk those hands in towards the standing leg. You keep kicking that left leg up. Reach, reach, reach. Pull your belly in and breathe. And lower the left foot to the right. Come down to a little ball squat. Let that go. Take some deep breaths. And lift the hips up. Bend the knees. Roll up slowly. And we'll come back to separate leg stretching. So step your feet out once again, about 3 feet apart, toes forward. Inhale into the heart. Take a fold, exhale. And we'll find a grip this time, grabbing behind the legs, below the knee joint if you can, down towards the heels. And then bend the elbows out to the sides to pull yourself deeply into this fold. Again, draw the weight more towards the balls of the feet. Tailbone is rising as the crown melts down. And release your grip. Halfway lift, inhale. Hands to hips, rise, exhale. Turn your left toes out, left heel in line with right arch, and bend your left knee to come into warrior two. You want that knee right over the ankle and then open it up. You should see your big toe, your second toe, looking past your left fingertips, feeling strong and rooted. And flip the left palm, inhale, reverse your warrior, exhale. Keep your legs as they are. Again, right hand is light on that leg. Breathe into the left side body. And change. Inhale, warrior two. On your exhale, reach towards the left, come to extended side angle. Hand down to the mat or forearm on the thigh. Right arm up and past the ear. Spinning that right lung up. Opening that left knee. And look down for balance. Inhale, rise to warrior two. And extend your left leg. Heel toe the right foot in, setting up for triangle. Bump your hips to the right. Reach to the left. And tilt. Triangle. Trying to stay broad across the chest here, stacking the shoulders. Opening the hips. Look down, take your right hand to your hip. Left hand is reaching towards the left corner. Gently launch yourself into your balancing half moon. Opening your gaze when you're ready. Maybe extending that right arm up. And now lower your gaze, your right hand, and kick that leg for standing splits. Keep kicking, keep walking your hands in. Draw your belly in, kick, 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 kick. Extend, reach through the toes. Keep going. And lower the right foot. Come into a little ball squat, let that go. Take some deep breaths. Lift your hips. Roll on up slowly. We'll take one more pass through separate leg stretching. I'm going to take this one into a headstand. Feel free to stay in the separate leg stretching or do some other stretches of your choice. If you are going to come into your tripod headstand, place the crown down, chaturanga elbows, and then let the feet float up. Easy does it. Keep breathing, shoulders away from the ears. And once your feet meet, you're going to squeeze your legs, point your toes, activate your core, keep your breath going. And now slowly separate the legs coming down just like you went up. See how controlled you can make it. And halfway lift, inhale, rise. Step your left foot to your right, come to the top of your mat, Tadasana. And let that go. We'll do figure four for balancing. So we're going to cross our left leg over our right leg. So draw your hands to heart center, lift your left foot up, and make sure it's either above or below the knee joint, but not hitting the knee directly. And then sit back like you're in chair, holding it there, or if you'd like, take your hands down to the mat for a deeper stretch in that hip. And then bring your hands back to heart center and see if you can keep this deep expression from right here without your hands on the mat. And slowly rise and release. Now balancing on the left, hands to heart center, lift the right leg up, cross it into your figure four, and coming back through chair first. Either staying there or let the hands come down to the mat, curl the chin in, taking a breath or two right here in this deep stretch. And then easy does it, lift your gaze, bring your hands to heart center, and can you keep your spine and your hips where they are? And slowly rise and come back to Tadasana. Inhale, upward salute, lift the hands. Exhale, sit back into chair. One last pass through chair, weight in the heels, deep breaths. Inhale and forward fold, exhale. From here, heel toe your feet out about hip distance, interlace your fingers behind your back, and let the hands come up and over for this chest expansion, this fold. Try to relax into it, breathe into the chest, the front of the shoulders. Weight more towards the balls of the feet. And release the hands down. Heel toe your feet out more. Toes out, heels in, and sit down into your garland malasana. So eventually we want the heels on the mat. It's okay if they're lifted. Hands are at prayer center, pressing your elbows into your knees and your knees right back into your elbows. Sitting up tall. And then option to stay here in this posture, or if you'd like to practice crow, lift your hips up, heel toe your feet in, plant your hands. You're going to come on your toes, bend your knees towards your armpits. Try to keep them on the backs of the arms and not to the sides. Look forward, move your weight forward, lifting the feet, or one. And then gently come out of it. Come back to Garland Malasana. Let that go. Take some deep breaths. You'll have another chance to try again. All right, second set of crow. Lift the hips, heel toe the feet in. Again, we're looking for tight knees here towards the armpits. Plant the hands, look forward, lean your weight forward. Come into your crow. From here, we're going to step, or you can try floating back through plank. Come chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Lift your right leg up. Inhale. Exhale, knee to right elbow. Inhale, right leg back up. Exhale, step it forward and through. Rise on an inhale to crescent lunge. Find your balance. Come back to your airplane lunge, hinging, long, flat back. Use your core, breathe. And then release the hands down, extend the front leg, round in for a modified pyramid stretch. So your back heel is still lifted, the leg is turned in. Let your chin melt to your chest. Breathe into the back of the right leg. Enjoy the stretch. Now lift your gaze, bend the front knee, plant the hands, step back through plank, and then we're going to come to side plank. Left wrist under left shoulder, open the right arm up. You're in side plank. Press down to lift from the side. And hand down, chaturanga. Inhale to cobra or up dog. Exhale, down dog. Lift your left leg, knee to elbow. Inhale, left leg back up. Exhale, step it forward. Rise on an inhale to crescent. Take a couple breaths here. Stack your shoulders over your hips. Then coming to your airplane lunge, hinge, long flat back. Reach your hands back. And release the hands to the mat. Extend the front leg. On an exhale, round it in to your modified pyramid. Stretching your left leg. Send your breath there. Lift your gaze, bend the front leg, step to plank, and then right wrist under right shoulder. Open the left arm for side plank. Lift from the side. Keep breathing. Lift from the side there. Keep going. And back through plank, chaturanga. Exhale, inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Reset. Come down to the knees. Come to tabletop. Find your balance on your right knee and extend your left leg behind you. And then extend your right arm in front of you. Little spinal balance here. Use your core to lift out of the left wrist and lower. Other side, right leg extends behind you. Left arm reaches out past the ear. And back through tabletop. Walk your hands forward. Keep your hips right over your knees into puppy pose. And walk your hands back up under the shoulders. On an inhale, lift your right arm up, and on your exhale, thread the needle. So the right arm goes under the left. You come down on the right shoulder, the right temple. Stretching the back of the right shoulder this time. Hips are high. Deep breaths. And prepare to change. Inhale, unwind the right arm, twist, tabletop. Another inhale, left arm lifts, twist, and exhale, thread the needle. Really shrugging the shoulder into the socket. Let gravity pull you in. And change. Inhale, pull the left arm out, twist, tabletop. Curl your toes under, downward dog. Inhale, right leg comes up. Exhale, knee to right elbow, hold it right here. And now knee to left elbow, hold, and releasing down into your half pigeon. Coming down on the left leg. Take an inhale on your fingertips, and then walk your hands forward. Feel the stretch in the right hip. Deep breaths. Great place to check in with your breath and your thoughts. Bring them back. And start to walk your hands back up. Curl your back toes under, lift the back knee, lift the front leg, and then kick it back. Downward dog. Inhale, left leg comes up. Exhale, knee to left elbow, hold it there. Knee to right elbow, And come down, half pigeon. Squaring your hips, take an inhale at the top. Walk your hands down. Find your stretch. Think about sending your breath to the area that needs it, that left hip, deepening into the stretch. Relax the rest of your body. And start to walk your hands back up. Curl the back toes under, lift the back knee, lift the front leg, and exhale, down dog. Come to high plank. Slowly lower down, all the way to the belly. We're going to take locust, so palms rest down, hands by the side, zip your legs together, big exhale, and inhale, lift. Lift your upper body, your lower body, lifting from the low back, not craning the neck. Someone's pulling your hands behind you, press your pelvis down into the mat. Keep breathing. Inhale once more, and then lower, exhale. Left ear and cheek to the mat. Feel free to bend the knees and windshield wiper your feet side to side. And set up your second set. Forehead down, palms down, hands by the side. Zip your legs together. Big exhale. Inhale, lift into locust. Zip those legs together. Keep breathing. Maybe you find more height on your inhales. Press your pelvis down. Squeeze. One more big inhale. And lower down. Right ear and cheek to the mat. Let that go. And now we'll take floor bow. You're always welcome to take locust again if floor bow is not in your practice. Grab the outsides of your feet, exhale, and inhale. Kick your feet into your hands. Remember, the neck is just along for the ride. Keep kicking your feet into your hands. Try to squeeze your knees in line with your hips. Keep going and release. Press yourself to a narrow child's pose. Knees and feet together, hips to your heels. Breathe into your back. Let that all go. And go ahead, come up through tabletop. Have a seat. Swing your legs around in front of you. Extend your legs, flex your feet, sit up tall. Inhale, lift your arms. Exhale, fold. Finding a grip on your toes. If that grip is not accessible, you can always wrap a strap around your feet and hold on to the strap here. And then let your chin melt to your chest. Breathe into the backs of the legs, the upper back. And release the grip. Roll on up. From here, we'll come to reverse plank. So hands behind hips, fingertips point towards you. Big exhale, point the feet. And inhale, press down in your hands to lift your hips, open your heart, squeeze your glutes. Keep breathing, keep lifting, and release. Come back up. Bend your knees, sit forward. We're going to come through boat pose before we come down to the back. Take an inhale and come to that tipping point, your boat pose. Think low ribs towards pelvis. Activate those low abs. If you don't want to have your feet up, you can have your feet on the mat. Keep breathing. Neck is long. And release. Come on up. Big inhale. And roll down onto your back and hug your knees to your chest. Give them a couple good squeezes. From here, we'll do yoga bicycle. Keep your knees over your hips, opposite elbow to knee. Here we go. 1, and twist. 2, twist. 3, twist. 4, twist. 5, twist. 6, twist. 7, twist. 8, twist. 9, twist. Last one, and twist. Lower your upper body, hug your knees. From here, keep the knees above the hips and then drop them to your right, arms at a T, and then gaze over your left shoulder. Really try to release your low back muscles here. Focus back in on your breath. And on an inhale, draw it through center. Exhale, other side, knees to the left, gaze to the right. Again, send your mind down to the low back and let those muscles really let go. And change. Inhale through center, hug your knees in. And we're going to do bridge. So place your feet on the mat, hip distance, walk your heels into your hips. Hands rest down by the sides. Big exhale. Inhale, lift your hips. Shrug the shoulders down so your neck is long. Squeeze your glutes. Press down through your feet to find height. Keep breathing. One more big inhale. And slowly lower down. Exhale. Hug your knees in. Second set. Feet on the mat, hip distance. Walk the heels in. Hands by the sides. Big exhale. And inhale. Lift into your bridge.
Neck is long, shoulders shrug down. Squeeze the glutes. If you feel your knees opening to the sides, squeeze them back in like you're holding a block. Press down through your heels. Lift your hips. Keep breathing. One more big inhale, lift, and slowly lower down. Exhale. Hug your knees back in. And one more set. Place your feet on the mat, hip distance. Walk your heels in. We're going to add on this time. Feel free to just do classic bridge. Big exhale. Inhale, lift. Shoulders shrug down, neck long, hips are high. For an added challenge, we're going to lift one leg at a time. So go ahead and extend your right leg up towards the sky. Try to keep your hips where they are. Reach that right leg long. Squeeze. And change. Right foot plants. Lift that left leg up. Lift those hips. Keep them high, high, high. Keep squeezing. And left foot plants. One more big inhale. Squeeze, lift. And lower down. Exhale. Hug your knees in. Let that all go. Take a pass through figure 4. So cross your right leg over your left above the knee and then reach through to pull the left thigh in, melting the tailbone down towards the mat. Upper body is nice and relaxed. And switch. Left leg crosses over right. Pull the right thigh in. Tailbone melts down. And release. Bring the soles of the feet together and wrap your hands around the back edges of the feet, opening your knees. Just a little bound butterfly. And then open up to happy baby. Trying to keep that grip. Otherwise, you can take the big toes. Again, tailbone really melting down to the mat. Think about pressing down into the feet, and then the feet press right back into the hands. And then soles of the feet come back and release your grip. Feet rise over the hips, hands behind the head for crunches. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Exhale on the rise. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good. Release your hands down by the sides. Legs up the wall pose. Extend your right leg long on an inhale. Slowly lower it down. Exhale. Extend your left leg long on an inhale and slowly lower it down on an exhale. And we've come to Shavasana, your final resting corpse pose. Let everything release here. Let everything flop open. Close your eyes. From your head all the way down to your toes, release absolutely every muscle in your body. Feel your body sinking down into the mat, resting. Take your mind to a single point of meditation, something that brings you a sense of ease, calm. See if you can focus in on that. Let it serve you. I will be quiet for a little bit. Enjoy your meditation. I encourage you to stay in your meditation in Shavasana for as long as you need. Tell yourself some words of gratitude for coming to your mat and practicing. Thank you so much, and namaste.